Think crossing a bridge is a walk in the park? Try stepping onto planks narrower than a Walmart aisle on Black Friday, 7,000 feet in the air, with absolutely no handrails. One slip, and you're meeting your maker. Welcome to KNOWTERRA. In this video, we're counting down 7 death trap bridges that will seriously test your nerves. Let's get into it.
Kicking off our countdown at number 7, we're heading to the lush Mekong Delta in Vietnam to face the infamous monkey bridges. I know exactly what you're thinking. It's just a tiny bridge over a shallow canal. What's the big deal? Hold your horses, buddy. The real shocker is yet to come. Fact is, tons of Western tourists fly halfway across the globe just to experience this circus tightrope balancing act. But wait, at the circus, they use a thick rope and a safety net. Here, you're forced to walk on a single, slippery bamboo log about as wide as a baseball bat, with nothing but one flimsy handrail to cling to for dear life. The hunched-over, tiptoeing posture you need to balance makes you look exactly like a monkey holding on for dear life. And trust me, walking on that soaking wet bamboo is as tough as stepping onto an NHL ice rink in nothing but your socks. Especially with this bizarre design, if any guy slips and lands straddling that log, oh boy, you can kiss your family jewels goodbye. Sure, the drop into the water is only a few feet, so it won't exactly send you to the pearly gates. But a direct hit to the groin, an involuntary mud bath in front of the locals, and probably ruining your phone, that is a whole different level of pain. A mud bath and aching for a few days sounds rough, but at least you aren't suspended over a screaming ocean like our next death trap. Coming in at number 6, we're heading to Northern Ireland to face the Carrick-a-Reid rope bridge. Just look at it. It's suspended almost 100 feet above the roaring ocean, stretching about 65 feet across. But from a distance, I swear it looks as flimsy as a piece of dental floss stretched between two cliffs. This bridge was originally built by salmon fishermen around 350 years ago. Man, our ancestors must have had nerves of solid titanium to walk across this thing every single day. Don't let the scenic ocean views fool you. The real test starts when 50-mile-per-hour sea gusts smack you right in the face. The bridge starts violently swaying and swinging like a drunk dude stumbling out of a bar at 2 a.m. The scenery on the other side is majestic, sure, but I am not risking my life on a giant death swing just for an Instagram flex. One slip of the grip and you're getting a free, tankless scuba dive straight into the freezing Atlantic. High winds making a bridge sway is definitely hair-raising, but hey, at least you know you're stepping on wooden planks. Just how terrifying would it be if the thing under your feet wasn't wood, but a completely transparent surface that starts cracking right in midair? Coming in at number 5, we're heading straight to China to face the absolute worst nightmare for anyone with a fear of heights. Welcome to the world of glass-bottom bridges. A lot of people mistakenly think China only has a handful of these, but the truth is, the country kicked off an insane craze with over 2,000 of these invisible walkways suspended all over the place. Technically speaking, the engineers swear on their lives that the glass is safe enough to hold a dozen Ford F-150 pickup trucks. But hey, your brain is going to flat out refuse to believe that math when you look through that glass and see a 1,000-foot abyss opening its jaws right beneath your feet. And that risk actually became a reality back in 2015 at Yuntai Mountain when a clumsy tourist dropped a stainless steel thermos. Crack! The glass panel right under their feet shattered. The scene instantly turned into an R-rated Hollywood survival horror movie. Dozens of grown adults were screaming, crying, and crawling on all fours across the glass, begging for help. I'm sorry, but I'd rather stay home and binge Netflix than pay money to experience this kind of psychological trauma. That incident sparked serious concerns about the structure's safety. The bridge was forced to shut down after being open to the public for barely 2 weeks. Cracked glass thousands of feet in the air is definitely a massive slap to your sanity. But hold on, at least that's a structure built with high-tech materials. How hard would you be praying if the bridge holding your life together was woven entirely out of a bunch of dried weeds? Dropping down to number 4, we're flying to South America to check out the Quetzalcoatl Bridge in Peru. Normally, we all want to walk on a solid steel and concrete bridge, right? But nope, the Incas were like, hey, why don't we just weave some weeds into a bridge? Yeah, you heard that right. This bridge is made entirely out of dried grass. Is this terrifying fact mind-blowing enough for you? Then why not smash that subscribe button for KNOWTERRA so we can afford our life insurance premiums? Thanks, guys. Now let's get back to the Canyon of Death. The Queswachaka is the only surviving hand-woven grass bridge from the Inca Empire over the past 500 years. It's about 118 feet long and hangs 60 feet above the roaring Apurimac River below. Just imagine gambling your life on a net woven from the exact same grass clippings you mow from your backyard on a weekend. Every single year, the locals have to cut down the old bridge and weave a brand new one from scratch. Even though there's a perfectly safe modern bridge right next door, tons of tourists still flock here just to live out their Indiana Jones fantasies. The problem? This grass is super bouncy and shakes like a backyard trampoline with every single step. If your hand slips, or if a bundle of grass suddenly reaches its expiration date, that raging river below will gladly handle the rest. You could offer me $1 million, and I'd still hand over this VIP ticket to whoever loves the afterlife more than this one. Entrusting your life to dried weeds is one hell of a karma test. But buckle up, because up next, we're stepping into a natural wind tunnel over 4,000 feet in the sky, where Mother Nature is more than ready to blow you away like a dead leaf. Landing at number 3, we're setting foot on the rickety wooden bridge perched on top of Mount Tree in the Crimea Peninsula. The surrounding scenery might look picture perfect, but don't let Mother Nature fool you. Tourists affectionately call this structure by a very loving nickname, the Bridge to Hell. It's suspended at a mind-boggling elevation of over 4,000 feet above sea level. Yet the construction is so sketchy, it looks like somebody just gathered some leftover scrap wood from their backyard workshop and tied it all together with some rope. However, the altitude isn't even the scariest part. The real enemy here is the wind. The second you step out into the middle of the bridge, you immediately get slapped in the face by raging gusts of up to 100 miles per hour. Yeah, you heard that right. That's equivalent to the roof-ripping winds of a Category 2 hurricane sweeping across the Florida coast. Walking on those flimsy, violently swaying planks while being swallowed by thick fog is literally like playing Russian roulette with Mother Nature. The reward for making it across is a stunning view of the cities below. But personally, I'll gladly stay in the safety of a cable car, munching on some popcorn, and waving at the heroes gambling their lives out there. You think the gaps between the planks on this bridge are wide and dangerous? Well, you better start warming up your legs, because our next bridge will force you to pull off an Olympic-level long jump with every single step, unless you want to take a flash-frozen freedive into the glacial river below. Moving up to the number 2 spot, we're flying to Pakistan to come face-to-face with the Husseini Suspension Bridge. This thing absolutely deserves the title of the Swiss cheese of the bridge world, because oh boy, there is literally more empty space than actual wood. Spanning across the freezing Hunza River, this is the only route connecting the villages of Zarabad and Husseini. While most of us wake up, hop in our cars, hit up the Starbucks drive-thru for a coffee, and cruise to work on buttery smooth highways, the locals here have to face this daily survival challenge just to visit their neighbors. Over time, and thanks to the brutal canyon gusts, the bridge's wooden planks have fallen off and thinned out. The gaps between the boards are so wide that you literally have to stretch your legs like an Olympic hurdler just to make it across. Every time you lift your foot, you feel like you're hovering in midair, while the murky glacial river below roars, ready to swallow the faint-hearted. You could always choose to fly over this river if you're some rich kid with a private jet. But for normal thrill seekers, crossing this swaying, snaggle-toothed bridge in heavy winds is the only way. One false step, and you become an ice sculpture. All 6 of those bridges, no matter how terrifying, were at least actual bridges. But everything you've seen so far is just child's play compared to what's waiting at the number 1 spot. A place where the word handrail does not exist in the dictionary. Ready to meet the Grim Reaper? And finally, we're back in China for the crown jewel of ultimate nightmares. The #1 spot goes to the infamous plank walk on Mount Hua. Honestly, I'm not even sure if people should legally call this structure a bridge. Forget the swaying planks from #2, because here, you don't even get a complete walkway. Welcome to the ultimate death test at over 7,000 feet in the air. Let me paint you a picture. Your only path consists of 3 flimsy, old wooden planks, shoddily pieced together and bolted straight into the side of a sheer vertical cliff. Its width? Tighter than your personal space on a New York subway during rush hour. There are no handrails blocking your way, no safety nets below. You literally just have a single iron chain pinned to the cliff face to cling to with your 10 trembling fingertips.
Even though every tourist is hooked to a safety cable, trust me, when you're dangling at an altitude 5 times the height of the Empire State Building, your back scraping against a freezing cliff face, staring down into a bottomless abyss hidden in the fog, that cable offers the paper-thin reassurance of a crumpled receipt. Up here, one sudden gust of wind or one slip of the foot, and it's game over. There are no extra lives to respawn. If you don't have nerves of steel, please just be a good kid and pay for the cable car ticket. Those were 7 times humans and Mother Nature teamed up to scare the living daylights out of us. Which of these hells would you dare gamble your life on? Drop a comment down below. As for me, I gotta go find my heart medication. Peace out.